Right, I will go quickly. So now we already sketched the Morse circle, and I will sketch it again, because if I do the same thing again for the next time, then you can have a proper understanding. Y-axis shear stress, x-axis normal stress. Okay, now the Morse circle, because now you already know how to sketch this. This is the center, 7, 0. That means rho average, 0. You know what is rho average, you know how to find that. Right, this is the Morse circle. Now this is not a perfect circle, right? So I am not that much well at sketching. So anyhow, this is the Morse circle, right? Okay, so now you know, here we have point P, that is corresponding to the conditions of the types of stresses at this site, where here we have 32 tensile and 44 shear stress anticlockwise. So that is point P. And also you know, here we have point Q, that is corresponding to the types of stresses on the side BZ, where we have 18 megapascal compressive stress and clockwise shear stress of 44 megapascals. That is point Q over here, right? So that also you know. And now this point where the circle cuts, intersects the x-axis on the maximum limit, that means where the circle intersects the x-axis on the side of the positive infinity, or we can say right side. So this is rho max. Actually rho max is one of the two principal stresses, because there are two types of principal stresses, you know that, rho max and rho min. Okay, right. So here we have rho max, this point, and here we have rho min, where the circle intersects the x-axis on the side of negative infinity, or on left side. So that is rho min. So you know this point, that is 7, 0, right? This point you know. So rho max is 7 plus the radius, right? 7 plus radius. So you know that value already. What is that? 7 plus radius. I think radius you already know, right? Radius is 50.61. You know the radius. So 7 plus 50.61, that is 57.61. You know that. 57.61 megapascals. And here minimum principal stress 7 minus 50.61, that is 43.61, but negative, minus 43.61 megapascal. So this is positive, means tensile type. This is negative, means compressive or compression type. And also, in order to produce all the required informations about the construction, it is better if you can find this angle also. What is this angle? Alpha, right? This angle, that is the position of the point P with respect to the x-axis. So you know that it's a simple trigonometric stuff. You can consider this right angle triangle. So then you can say alpha equals tan inverse this length y 44 divided by this length, because from here to here length is 32, from here to here it is 7, so 32 minus 7. I think that value alpha is how much? 60.4 degrees. Okay, so now that is also done. So now the next most important thing is to sketch the stress element. Guys, carefully listen. It is not a big thing, it's very easy. Stress element. I will teach you how to sketch that stress element. Stress element that indicates the principal stresses. Okay. So now here you can see, now this is the Morse circle and this is the radius. So this radius you can move, right? By considering this center as the pivoting point. You can move the radius. So this radius you can move downwards by alpha degrees to 0 degree level, right? This point P you can move down by alpha degrees till it becomes horizontal. So that means then this radius will reach there. So at that point you will find, very easily you will find rho max, projecting this point P up to here. So then you can find the maximum principal stress. So that is the scenario that we are going to represent in the stress element. Let me teach you that. So now, as you know, initially the stress element is like this. So now you have to rotate this element by alpha degrees along the clockwise direction. Understand? Right. So means somewhere like this. So what is this angle? Alpha. I hope now you got it. This is the original stress element. Okay. This is the original stress element. In the original stress element, what you have? You have 32 megapascals tensile and 18 megapascal compressive on other side, while having 44 megapascal positive tensile, positive shear stress, positive shear on this side, and again 44 megapascal negative shear on this side. So that is the condition of the reference position. That means now you can see this cube is in the reference position, something like this, right? Somewhere like this. So according to this reference position, this is the representation of that condition in the Morse circle. But here it is slanted. Slanted means now this point P is indicated by making an angle alpha along the anti-clockwise direction, like this. But actually this is the corresponding reference position according to this, right? That means at here, this is at the reference level. Okay. So now if you want to find the first principal stress, that means if you want to find the maximum principal stress, you need to move this point P up to 0 degree level by rotating this point P by alpha degrees downwards. That means rotating this element alpha degrees downwards. So that means if you rotate this element by alpha degrees downwards, it will come like this. Guys, now then what is this angle? Alpha. But guys, be very careful. There is a scenario in Morse circle. The corresponding angle in the Morse circle, right? I will again tell that the corresponding angle in the Morse circle is not the same as corresponding angle in the stress element. Now be very careful, this is stress element, this is Morse circle. So that means guys, same scenario, if the angle in the Morse circle is alpha, angle in the stress element is not alpha, it is alpha divided by 2, half of this. Understand? Right. So that means if you want to read the maximum principal stress, which is rho max, you need to rotate this downwards by alpha. So that operation is same as rotating this element downwards by a certain angle, but that angle is not alpha, it is alpha by 2. Same operation, if you want to reach to this condition, according to the requirement that you have here, you need to rotate the stress element by half of the requirement. Then it will come same as this condition. So this will not produce two different results. I'm trying my best to explain you this. This will never give you two different results. This will give you the same result, but you don't have to rotate this by alpha degrees. You need to rotate this by half of the degrees as in here. So this is alpha by 2. That means what is our alpha? Alpha is 60.4. That means what is alpha divided by 2? 30.2 degrees. So this is 30.2. That means, now I will tell you the scenario. That means if you rotate the original stress element by 30.2 degrees along the clockwise side, what is the normal stress that you are going to have here? That is rho max. You got it? This is the original stress element. If you rotate this by alpha divided by 2 degrees or 30.2 degrees, you will be getting the maximum normal stress, rho max. So when it comes to here, will there be any shear stress part? No, because y-axis is 0. So same case is valid to here. In this case, what is the stress over here? That is the minimum stress. Negative, I think we already obtained minus 43.6. Minus 43.6 means compressive. Rho min, compressive. Rho min. I hope now you got the scenario. So this is how you are going to sketch the stress element.